Bethesda plans to support 76 for at least 5 more years, but the engine poses limitations. Meanwhile, several hotfixes have been released, and another public test just went live. It's news time! Hello everyone! Welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. March has been a month full of surprises as Bethesda has been releasing more and more news regarding the future of 76. In this video I will cover some of the highlights from the latest interviews, such as a 5-year roadmap, engine limitations, and 3 new public events coming live on PC for testing. I will also talk about some of the latest hotfixes, some of them very impactful. Let's not forget about the new Ukraine flag mod, as well as the Invaders PTS flag. And rest assured, the daily freebies shall return very soon. With that being said, let's dive into the details. In the past couple of weeks, Bethesda went wild with the news. 76 design director Mark Tucker gave 2 extensive interviews to Oz Gamer and Gaming Boulevard, which unveiled lots of exciting details. Besides the 2022 roadmap released at the end of February, we now know that Bethesda has big plans for 76, as they confirmed they are working on a 5-year-long roadmap for the game. According to PC Gamer, Bethesda has long-term plans for the Wasteland. However, things can get fuzzier over time as the team adjusts and adapts to player feedback and internal decisions. But what is known so far about this 5-year roadmap? Well, not much other than the fact that the 3-year roadmap is a lot more tangible than the 5 years one. As stated by Tucker, the most important message here is that Bethesda is not giving up on 76 or anything alike, as some rumors and player-base figures were suggesting lately. According to Tucker, there is no reason to think 76 won't continue to receive updates and new content on a regular basis, as it has always been so far. However, he did not want to unveil much beyond the current 2022 roadmap, which by the way is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more coming, including quality of life updates, which is not part of the roadmap. This is no longer a rumor or assumption, it is a fact now confirmed by Bethesda. Anyway, when it comes to the 5-year plan, it's still a mystery, but I don't want to leave you empty-handed, so let me show you some exciting statements I selected just for you, starting by the supposed rebirth of Appalachia, as Tucker called it. It's supposed to be a new update for 2022, not part of the roadmap, of course, which will be filled with new features and quality of life changes, such as a new way to rank up, as well as more features for camps and the environment itself. Now that's intriguing. Sadly, there are no specifics about these. Lastly, Tucker confirmed the delayed corpse highlight feature will also be part of an upcoming update. Moving forward, pets are known to be part of the 3 or 5-year roadmap. They are coming, that's for sure, we just don't know when exactly. Tucker finally came public about this matter, which has been long unveiled by the data mining community as something that it's there, but it's unfinished, incomplete. There is a challenge system surrounding pets, part of the game files, for at least a year. There's even a rework build that turns pets into allies, so I totally understand why they were not happy with the result. I don't think any of us would either, so it's best this way that they rework it one more time and deliver real pets instead of integrated creatures with the existing ally camp system. The bad news is that it might take years to get there. As Tucker said, pets will come when the game is ready for it. Lastly, it seems like Bethesda plans to bring even more Lower Bridge stories into 76, similar to what we are getting now with the Pitt, a DLC first made for Fallout 3. Tucker even talked about the first Fallout game and how it had such a tremendous wasteland setting, which could very well become another expedition option in the future, as hinted there. But nothing is set in stone yet, as obviously. The best part of it all, it seems like all new content for 76 will remain free, as promised from the very beginning. So don't worry about having to pay some 50 euros per DLC, as it happens with other Bethesda games, such as The Elder Scrolls Online. It's going to be free, all free, as we like it. The next news is about how engine or tech limitations seem to affect 76 badly. I suppose this is not a surprising revelation to anyone, is it now? It is a well-known fact that the creation engine is quite old and it comes with its fair share of issues. What's new here is the fact that Bethesda is not trying to hide such limitations anymore. In fact, they have recently confessed that sometimes new features or new systems don't go forward because they deviate from Fallout, but because of the existing tech constraints. Of course, there are many other reasons why certain features are dismissed. For instance, there are core features that remain faithful to the franchise, and Bethesda intends to keep walking that path with 76. However, things don't always go according to plan, and sometimes engine limitations force new features from being developed the way they were initially planned, which ultimately results in release delays and a lot more unpleasant things. A great example of this is the Corpse Highlights, a brand new feature, which is a simple but huge paradigm shift to the franchise according to Tucker. After all, it's something inexistent in previous Fallout games. The same could be said about pets, as I mentioned in the first point, a system with a lot of technical difficulties, several builds, and delays. Lastly, I just want to inform you guys that vehicles will never come to 76. Yeah, I know, it's sad news. We hoped and dreamed about it for years, but nope, it's not possible. Vehicles or mounts would require a whole system overhaul, and that would not favor the game at all. Imagine all the new bugs it would create in the process. Plus, it would require an insane amount of time and resources to change the engine in such drastic ways. So yeah, we can forget about adventuring faster using realistic transportation. It's not going to happen. Update 33 hasn't been live for a full month yet, and the next public test is already live. Yep, it went live while I was voicing this video, but it is not surprising really. After all, the community manager Volseek posted this couple of days ago on Bethesda's official Discord, claiming the PTS was very likely to go live on March 18 today. And here we are. The PTS servers are now live with a 40 GB update. The servers opened sooner than the usual time, which used to be late in the evening for EU time zones. What can you expect from Update 34 PTS though? Well, there are patch notes already, so it would be silly of me to attempt to cover it all here. The link is below the video in case you want to check it out in detail. Moreover, last week Bethesda published an Inside the Vault article unveiling the highlights, which includes 3 new brand public events. One of them was previously part of the Invaders from Beyond public test. I'm talking about Tester Metal, of course. However, the first version of the event was extremely buggy and some things simply did not work right. For instance, the emote part was problematic. Most performed emotes would not even count towards the objective. As such, Bethesda implemented several fixes and adjustments for the second test. Let's hope things have improved meanwhile. Especially when it comes to the rewards pool, it was extremely diverse and diluted before, mixing old and new plans even. It was a big mess and extremely difficult to farm. Moving on, there are 2 more public events to test, which were never live. First, we have Eviction Notice, a settler-focused event where players can help the settler expansion by solving the super mutant problem on a nearby crater called the Rad Scrabbler. According to Bethesda, players will be able to earn unique 3-star weapons, as well as some settler reputation. This one sounds particularly interesting, and it was hardly developed before the update. Anyhow, there is one more public event called Moonshine Jamboree at the Sunday Brothers cabin, now populated by a group of raiders, and they want to party badly. The objective here is to collect venom from spawning gulpers in order to brew a batch of moonshine. Besides fighting gulpers, players will also have to defend the distillers around. As for the rewards, players can earn the new Gulper Smacker weapon, as well as some raider reputation, moonshine, and other minor items. Unlike the previous 2 events, I could not find the Jamboree event in the game files before this update. Anyway, it really seems like Bethesda wants to diversify and increase the existing ways to farm faction reputation, and that's totally fine. In fact, they have been adjusting some Wasteland features to help new characters and players to have an easier life in the Wasteland. Just like the recent Steam Pack changes with Update 33, for example. Other things to expect is the corpse highlights and many bug fixes, of course. Remember, the public tests are PC only and you can access it for free through Steam or through Bethesda.net. Not for long though, through the latest. It's shutting down in April, so keep that in mind. Next, I have some more great news to share. Ever since Update 33 went live, that 76 became incredibly unstable. As a result, game crashes occurred frequently on all platforms. Just search for the keyword crash on Reddit and you will see pages and pages of reports from the past weeks alone. I'm not going to be nice here. You guys know me, I am brutally honest most of the time, and yes, things were really bad. Sometimes I didn't even do my dailies because I would crash 10-20 times in one single evening. And no, I'm not exaggerating. Besides more random crashes and frequent crashes during fast travel or loading times, I also was affected by the startup crash. My game would often crash 3 to 5 times when I first launched the game. It was a struggle to get into the game itself, like past the main menu. It was beyond frustrating, so I stopped playing some days. The good news is that Bethesda was relatively quick about this one. They started by requesting feedback on the issue and eventually released a proper hotfix. At least I haven't been crashing since the hotfix went live, and new reports are now rare, so I'm confident the hotfix addressed whatever was causing this major mayhem and crashing everyone all the time. Talking about hotfixes, Bethesda has released a few more during these past couple of weeks. For this one, I shall proceed to story time. In the first week of March, Bethesda disabled a few challenges related to camp building since meeting the requirements was not working anymore, for whatever reason. A few days later, after this announcement, Bethesda released a hotfix to address yet an exploit related to challenges. But it's unclear if it's the same bug challenges they had disabled before or if it's something else. I think it's different. They were most likely related to a score glitch, but again, it's too hard to guess with so many bugs and exploits active. Literally the next day after the hotfix, Bethesda made yet another announcement claiming to be aware that some building tricks were no longer working, such as blueprints, but such hotfix after effects were never intended. At that time, I remember building part of my science camp to add the new Zetan items, and things were extremely weird. I had a huge problem placing the new catwalk, for example, and even the flamethrower trick didn't work for me. Anyway, about a week later, a few days ago, Bethesda released another hotfix to restore these previously disabled camp building features, including the blueprint option. Well, what a long journey, huh? I think things are back to normal now, but we still need to see some new building challenges to be sure they are fixed too. The next news is about something that one way or the other has been affecting the entire world. I'm talking about the Ukraine-Russian invasion or war. There is a new mod that replaces the usual Blue Ridge Caravan pole flag into an Ukrainian flag. This mod was created by the data miner and modder Maddokgrot, and any revenue generated on Nexus mods is directly donated to charity. I decided to test the mod and I can endorse it. Very easy to install as most mods, and it works really well as shown in the footage. So if you wish to actively show your support or simply make some footage, some screenshots to post on social media, to make videos, I don't know, to do whatever you want really, feel free to install the mod. I'm leaving the link below the video. Alright, St. Patrick's Day celebrations have been happening in these past couple of weeks as Bethesda decided to reintroduce old rewards through the mystery item via the Atomic Shop. With this new mystery badge, players had a second chance to unlock various rewards, such as kegs, as well as the Nuka Shine wallpaper, the plastic Nuka Shine hat, and a few other items as shown. However, what you might not know is that Bethesda halted the free daily items to add these mystery items. It was basically a replacement, but I must admit the communication here was not very straightforward, therefore why the confusion started to emerge, I guess. However, this new free edition doesn't mean the old free items are gone forever. No such thing, they are actually returning soon on March 22 with the next Atomic Shop update, as soon as the last mystery St. Patrick's Day's item expires. So for all of you who got worried freebie rewards are gone, rest assured, They are about to go live next week, as the community manager Valseek already confirmed. In the topic of new rewards and items, Bethesda released the Zetan sliding door about a week ago, and some players think the item is bugged. I spotted several posts of players afraid to even buy it due to this supposed bug, but it's not true, guys. I bought it to test, and as shown, it's working fine. It just has a very weird placement rule. You need to first build the door frame wall before the system allows you to build this on top of it. It's a very special door, no joke. If you attempt to build it without a wall or with a full or windowed wall, it will not work. It will always be red. So I can understand why people might think this item is bugged, because it appears to be a merged item, like wall plus door, but in reality it assumes a door wall and that's it. It replaces the pre-built wall once placed, yes, but it's a really counterintuitive rule, I can tell you that much. But at least it's not bugged, so that's great. We are close to the end of this news batch. Another weekend community event has begun. You can now enjoy double daily score until next Monday, March 21. So if you wish to rank up as quickly as possible, then make sure to do not miss a single double score day. It's basically as if Bethesda doubled the daily challenges, except you get the rewards for free. You complete one challenge and receive score equivalent to 2 daily challenges. It's amazing. Also keep in mind that the treasure hunters will return next week, which will provide a great opportunity to farm any missing items. The last point I selected for you is about the Invaders from Beyond PTS pennant. It's more like a reminder really, because at this point it has been live for at least 1 week. I know, my bad, I haven't been very active lately, I know, shame on me, but it's due to health reasons, so I think you guys can excuse me for that. Anyway, if you participated in Update 33 PTS, you should find the Zetan pennants under wall decor on the usual pennant entry as shown. It fits very well with other Zetan or even science items, that's for sure. Very, very nice to have. News time is about to be over, but not without the usual random bug moment. This time I selected the event, One Violent Night, as a sole victim of a buggy destiny. Even though everyone was playing an instrument and the radio was playing too, the progress bar got stuck and nothing was able to move it forward. As a result, we failed the event miserably. At least it served as a lesson for me. That's the silver lining. I had no idea this bug could affect events. I thought it was a Daily Ops exclusive bug, but clearly I have been wrong all along. Anyway, that's it for this one. I want to apologize for being quite inactive recently, but my health and mental state has not been the best for many different reasons. For instance, my husband has just tested positive for COVID, and yeah, in general, people around me are just sick and all the war stuff going on as well. We had to help some refugees, which are friends of the family and so on. Difficult times for everyone, I would say. I will talk more about it in my upcoming live stream if you guys are interested, so make sure to tune in next Sunday, March 20. I'm going to do another charity stream, this time for the Project Hope, supporting Ukrainian war refugees. You can donate starting now if that's your wish. I already did. It's for a good cause and I wanted to give the example, so I went ahead and started it. Well then, thanks for watching and considering leaving a like to help the channel out. A special thanks to all my dear supporters, and if you have any questions, you know what to do. The comment section is right below. I am Marta Branco and I will see you all very, very soon in the next video. Until then, take care, adeus, bye bye!